Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. That's my email address. It's in the description below. It's your pricing concierge for discovering the price of this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we are discussing a lovely Bethune DB25 Power Reserve in rose gold. The watch is 44 millimeters in diameter by only 11.5 millimeters thick, 51.2 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip with a 24 millimeter spacing between the lugs. This watch has a dark brown guilloche dial. I'm not sure what you're seeing on camera, but it is dark brown with rose gold or gilt style printing. The watch on my wrist wears broad and flat and comfortable. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, and I believe this watch could be worn on a wrist as small as 15 centimeters in circumference. Get a look down the barrel, get a look from over the top, get a look against a cuff. It is flat enough to fit underneath a dress sleeve. And again, I believe a 15 centimeter circumference wrist could wear this watch. Taking a look at the strap, it's upscale. Medium rectangular scale alligator leather on the top, calfskin on the bottom, black. It has a monotone stitch. It has a sheer cut side showing the layers of leather. You will note it is a completely uncrimped and ungouged brand new strap. And the watch features a simple Bethune branded rose gold pin buckle. The case of the DB25 is more conventional than the floating lug DB27s and 28s. A lot of folks who want to get into Bethune because they like the exclusivity and the engineering are put off by the avant-garde DB28s. Well, the DB25 is your point of entry, a friendly, approachable Bethune, suitable for the kind of person who's coming over from the likes of F.P. Journe or a Moser. Now, taking a look at the case, you can see though the lugs are conventional and fixed, they're not conventional in a design sense. They're beautifully evacuated, they're media blasted internally, they're polished externally, and they have a nice sharply defined junction with the case. There's also the little torpedo-shaped cabochon at the end of each lug, the last styling vestige of the original 2002 DB1 chronograph, which was Bethune's first watch ever. The crown features a combination of knurling and drilling in its polished outboard. The case features several circumferential character lines, and it is all of high polish with a domed bezel, giving way to that lovely brown guilloche dial. Now, Bethune, as with F.P. Journe, makes its dials, its cases, and its movements, so this is all Bethune. They're not working extensively with suppliers. Your money goes into the watch. The outer part of the dial features a little bit of a almost braid pattern guilloche in its outer face. It's toroidal and rounded across its top, so it's cambered, and it sits on top of the central dial, which features a lovely rosette-style guilloche radiating out from the center. So you can see that rose lathe guilloche. That's a real reductive lathe-turned guilloche. Bethune does that in-house too. The hands, as you can see, are modified brigade style, skeletonized, broad, and gold. There's a power reserve indicator up at 12 o'clock. The watch does automatically wind itself, but if you wish to manually wind it, you can certainly do that. And the 6-day power reserve indicator transitions from red to silver as it is wound and the watch is energized. Now, flipping it all over, you can see an impressive movement. This is an automatic winder with a 6-day power reserve, and you can see they spare no expense. There's a patented shock protection system at the center of the rotor using cantilever springs and little jewels to prevent stiction. There's a platinum mass, which is huge, then a very long effective lever arm in blued titanium. So the rotor tries to concentrate as much mass as possible outboard for efficient winding. Everything that's blue is fired blue titanium. Bethune has a patent for that. We have 1, 2, 3 shock protection springs on the balance staff, as well as the edges of the bridge. This is called triple parachute. That is patented. The hairspring is flat, but it's 2 elements curved by hand and clamped together, so though it's flat and shock resistant like a flat hairspring, it is also able to breathe concentrically and keep even time in any position like an overcoil. The balance is a yoke. It's basically like a cruciform balance, not a ring. It's non-annular. It has platinum masses outboard and blued titanium inboard to maximize the amount of mass outboard. 8 beats per second is the beat rate, and the watch has a proprietary silicon escape wheel to improve power reserve and reduce maintenance requirements. All of this with twin self-adjusting barrels, another patented feature. And as you can see, a handsome techno-industrial finish with a combination of media blasting, polishing of screws, and then satination of salient features. All of this 30 meters water resistant. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. Recall, Bethune only making 200 to 220 watches a year with fewer than 3,000 made since 2002. It is a very exclusive and upwardly mobile independent brand.